नमो ओं विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिने नमो ओं विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिने जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंदा जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंदा. Please tell loudly Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Tell loudly please. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. I pay my obeisances unto the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada. I express all gratitude and make many praises to the Prabhupada for giving all of us a golden opportunity to go back to Godhead. All goes to Srila Prabhupada for his wonderful devotional services to Srimati Radha and Lord Gopinath. Please tell loudly. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Now we are doing the Bhagavath Katha in English. We are in the first canto, 4th chapter, 25th verse. I shall repeat the verse slowly. Please repeat with me 3 times. Later I do the narration. Stri Shudra Dijabandhanam Taina Shruti Gochara Karma Shreyasi Mudanam Shreya Evam Bhaveda Iha Iti Bharatam Akhyanam Krupaya Munina Kritam Stri Shudra Dijabandhunam Taina Shruti Gochara Karma Shreyasi Mudanam Shreya Evam Bhaveda Iha Iti Bharatam Akhyanam Krupaya Munina Kritam Stri Shudra Dijabandhunam Taina Shruti Gochara Karma Shreyasi Mudanam Shreya Evam Bhavet Iha Iti Bharatam Akhyanam Krupaya Munina Kritam Stri Shudra Dijabandhunam Taina Shruti Gochara Karma Shreyasi Mudanam Shreya Evam Bhavet Iha Iti Bharatam Akhyanam Krupaya Munina Kritam. The word-to-word meaning of this verse is Stri means the women class, Shudra the laboring class, Dijabandhunam of the friends of twice born, Trai 3, Na not, Shruti Gochara for understanding, Karma in activities, Shreyasi in welfare, Budhanam of the fools, Shreyaha supreme benefit, Evam thus, Bhavet achieved, Iha by this, Iti thus thinking, Bharatam the great Mahabharata, Akhyanam historical facts, Krupaya of the great mercy, Munina by the Muni, Kritam is completed. Out of compassion, the great sage thought it was wise that this would enable men to achieve the ultimate goal of life. Thus he compiled the great historical narration called the Mahabharata for women, labours and friends of the twice born. Yesterday I was telling about the Veda was only one. It was only one Veda which he has divided into 4 parts. That is Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda and Atharvaveda. But since even after making that division of 4 Vedas, it was very complicated for the unintelligent persons to understand. They could not even spell out one letter out of it. For that reason, he thought of compiling the Mahabharata, the epic. It is not at all a mythological story. It is a real fact, historical this thing. Akhyana means historical. Whatever history takes place, that is only mentioned as Akhyana. Ramana is also an Akhyana, it's an epic. It is not a mythological story. Similarly, Mahabharata is also epic. This Vedas only intellectual people they could access. Others could not access. Even women could not recite the Vedas. For the convenience of these women and labours and friends of twice born. Why he is saying Bandhunam, friends of twice born means Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, all these are twice born. We wear Yajnopavitam. Once when we are everybody, whether whichever class, all the four varnas when they are born, one initiation will be done by the parents itself. They do the samskara, that is naming samskara, cradle ceremony, so many things they do. And our first guru is our mother and father itself. It's none else, our father and mother is first God. When you do that samskara, you are called as firstborn. Again, at the age of 8 years, all the other three categories, that is Brahmins, Kshatriyas and Vaishyas, they do second initiation, that a proper Acharya, he will initiate the Gayatri mantra and also give us that Yajnopavita. So at that time we are known as twice born. So in the present time, what happens? Though they are twice born, even Brahmins, Kshatriyas and Vaishyas are not following the rules and regulations. They don't have the knowledge of any Vedas. They are as good as considered as friends of the twice born. That's all. Bandhunam, they are considered friends, but not as a twice born, because they don't do the Sandhya, Upasana, morning and evening. They don't follow any proper guidance. They don't follow Vedas. Only they, because they are born by birth, they are considered like that, and initiates they are like that. But otherwise they don't follow. So they are called as friends of the twice born. And again labours, the Shudras, by birth, Vishwamitra was a Kshatriya, but he became a Brahmarshi by performing penance and all those things. Shabari was a tribal woman, but she was working with Matanga Maharshis, and she knows what all Brahmins have to do. She was following all Brahmin qualities. So she is considered as a Brahmin only. She like that. So Valmiki Maharshi, they consider him as a hunter, but he is not a hunter. By birth he is a Brahmin. But during his childhood, when his mother, maybe some few months baby, at that time in those old days, they used to get water from the rivers. So she took that baby to the bank of the river. She just put her cloth over there, made the baby to sleep, and she went to have bath and get the water. At that time what happened? Some eagle came over, he thought it's a flesh. Along with the cloth, it carried the child away and put it in the forest where some hunters were there. That hunter leader did not have the children. So he adopted him as his son, and he was brought up as a hunter. So almost even after marriage, having children also, he was living as a hunter only. So he is more considered as hunter. But later again, because of the initiation by the Brahma and Saraswati and Narada themselves, Valmiki became a Maharshi. So by birth, whatever caste we belong, only by profession, these four varnas are made by God only for the purpose of carrying out the professions. Like Brahmins, because they are intelligent people, they could impart knowledge to others, whether it is the Vedas or archery or making some farming or the trading. In those Gurukulas earlier days, Brahmins used to be the chancellors, that is vice chancellors, what we call today. They were Kulapatis. They used to teach everyone, not only Brahmins. For Brahmin students, they used to teach Vedas and whatever they have to teach those things. For Kshatriyas, they used to teach archery and dharmaniti, how to take care of welfare of the people like that. And Vaishyas were taught about the farming, agriculture, trading and all those things. And Shudras were taught based on their profession again. Again in Shudras, some people were goldsmiths, some people were pot makers, some people were doing something else. So depending upon the profession, they used to teach them all those things. Like that, Brahmin used to be intelligent in all the activities. And he used to teach whatever is required by anyone. Only these last 500 years back, when Britishers they want to occupy our country, they divided the people into different castes and created problems which still it is prevailing. But otherwise, in earlier days, Brahmins never were against any other class. Otherwise, they were imparting knowledge to everyone. That too without taking any fees. In present school, even if you want to get admission in the LKG also, you have to pay a lakh of rupees. Whereas in those days, nothing. Education is free. 12 years of education is free. Clothing is free. Food is free. Shelter is free. Everything is free. Today we have to spend lakhs and crores. By the time you become PhD or medical doctor or engineer, you have to spend crores of rupees. So in earlier days, it was better than this time, everything was free. So after dividing this Vedas into 4, he thought that they would not help in the ensuing Kali Yuga Samaya. In this, now presently Kali Yuga is there, it is just 5250 years back this Mahabharata has taken place. And with his divine vision, Vyasa thought I would better compile the Mahabharata epic. Because he was అక్కడ ప్రత్యక్షంగా ఆయన జీవించున్నాడు ఆ కాలంలో ఆయన otherwise he is the grandfather of Dhritarashtra and Pandu Maharaja. His great grandfather of Pandavas and Kauravas. He knows and he was there till Janamejaya ruled the country. That means Abhimanyu's grandson. Abhimanyu's son is Parikshit, Parikshit's son is Janamejaya. Till Janamejaya ruled the country, he was there, Vyasa Maharshi. So he knows all the facts. He has written the Mahabharata epic in 60 lakhs verses. Only 1 lakh verses are available in the earth. Balance 59 lakh verses are available in 15 lakhs in Devaloka, 15 lakhs in Gandharvaloka, 14 lakhs in Pitruloka, 14 lakhs in Sadhuloka, like that. Every day Mahabharata Parayana is also going on, not only on the earth, but only on earth, only 1 lakh verses are available. And he thought of writing that narration of Mahabharata, and after completing it, he called that Mahabharata as Panchama Veda. And this Panchama Veda, Mahabharata can be accessed by everyone, not only the intellectual person, Brahmins, or rulers, the kings, or the Vaishyas, traders and industry farmers, but even the Shudras, women, everybody can access. Many people say that Mahabharata and Ramana should not be kept at home. No, that is wrong. That is wrong. If you do not have, you please do take the proper Mahabharata and Ramana, keep it at your home. Though you cannot read it by today itself. Maybe you may not read, your children or grandchildren, they start reading it, they know about our tradition, culture. So please keep Mahabharata, because Mahabharata is not a past event. Ramana is not a past event. They are still going on. In those days, during Treta Yuga, Rama was there, Lakshmana was there, Ravana was there, everyone was there. Today also Rama is only one, that is Krishna. Supreme God is only one, he cannot be many. But Ravana, there are many Ravanas are there. Like Duryodhana, Dushasana, many people are there today. On those days only one Duryodhana, one Dushasana, one Shakuni were there. Today many Duryodhanas, many Shakunis, innumerable, we can't count. So many are there and it is going on. Even our own body, it is Mahabharata and Ramana is taking place. I have told earlier also, but since the time has come with this verse, I am telling you that Mahabharata is taking place in our own body. Like this Atma. Atma is Draupadi. Behind Atma, Paramatma is there, Krishna. Our 5 sensory organs are Pandavas. And all evil characters, they are Kauravas. You need to give this body as to Krishna as a charity. and follows his instructions. And follows his, otherwise what we are doing, because we are attracted to this nature, because Satvika, Rajasa and Tamasa Gunas, we are doing all wrong things. We think that we are doing right, but no, we are all doing only wrong things. So we should renunciate all those things. Leave away all those things, all wrong things, by killing the evil things. You see that Pandavas, the 5 people who sensory organs, they lead this body in a proper way, taking the instruction from Paramatma. During Mahabharata time, when Draupadi, she screamed Govinda, Govinda, he came and protected her, giving the sari which continued without stopping till Dushasana fell down. So like that, today if you give this body as which is a Ratha chariot to Krishna, take his instruction, lead your life, you will be out of this birth cycle of birth and death. So the friends of the twice born families are those who are born in the families of Brahmanas, Kshatriyas and Vaishyas, or the spiritual cultured families, but who themselves are not equal to their forefathers. That is what I told you earlier. Though they are born in Brahmin, Kshatriya and Vaishya families, they are twice born, they are initiated, but still they don't follow. Because Kali Yuga time is like that. Today, many Shudras, they follow Brahmin culture. By behavior, they are Brahmins. Though born in Brahmin family, if they don't follow the Brahmin culture, our good culture, Sattva Guna, then they are not at all Brahmins. They are more worse than Shudras. So, like that, in the present Kali Yuga, everything is converted. Such descendants are not good recognized as such for want of purificatory achievements. What is the purification achievements is, see, we have Sattva Guna, Sattvika, Rasa Guna and Tamasa Guna. In Sattva Guna, this is the good qualities. It's a goodness. What we need to be honest, truth. We should not harm anyone, hurt anyone. Here, hurting and harming means I'm not telling only human beings, all living beings. Because in all the living beings, right from ant to Chaturmukha Brahma, Paramatma, Supreme God, Krishna is there as Paramatma, Antaryami. So we need to worship Krishna and respect him. For that reason, we have to respect each and every living being. So we should not hurt anyone. And we should share whatever food we prepare. We should not have ourselves, it becomes a selfishness, greediness. We should share some food to insects also by taking a food, keep it outside around your house. Some dogs will come and eat, or some animals will come and eat, or some Hare Krishna. You can sit and continue in the class for some more time after the darshan. You can sit and have the darshan. So, like this, you need to maintain good qualities. If you maintain good qualities along with remembering God, you have to perform your karma activities. Don't stop any of your activities. Perform your activities, whether you are going to the college or your work profession, whatever you are doing business, you do everything. You need not leave, discard anything. While doing those things, you need to remember God. Why remember God means, in the Antakala, in the 8th chapter Bhagavath Katha, he tells about Antakala, Antakaj Mave Kadevara. He says, at the end of the time, I do not know whether we get 1 second or 2 seconds. If you remember God, we will get liberated. Moksha. Moksha means we go to any of the Vaikunthas. Again, we will not have any birth and death. If we don't remember him, whatever we remember at that time, we are going to take that particular life in the next life. After this life, it is not that we don't have anything. Many people think that we need to enjoy now. Because we have this body, we can enjoy, we shall enjoy. Why should we wait for till the end? But it is not wrong. Even after the death, what is death? Death is something, see, like we take out this worn out clothes or dirty clothes and take new clothes. Similarly, the Atma, the spirit soul in our body, which will leave this body, take some other body suitable for it. This body becomes discarded. Because we are human beings, we have some knowledge, buddhi, we are intellects, they are buried or created. Otherwise, with the other living beings, we see so many dogs, goats, other animals, insects. After death, they are just discarded there as a garbage thing. So, for that reason, when this Atma is going to take a different body based on our karma, and again our karma, we should follow good karma, good virtue, because we need not have any sin or punya, both punya, papa, punyam, rendu undakudu, both of them, papa or punya, don't be nahi rehna chahiye. Punya is good, but it should not be there, means we, Hare Krishna, please. We have to do good things only we have to follow, but without any desires. You should not have any desires. Without desires means, we will have many goals. How to achieve them means, Krishna knows. He will help you how to achieve the goal. You need not express it. For the purpose of achieving some goal, you need not do some karma. You do the karma with the result or without the results. Every day when you go out, just to pray to Krishna, oh Krishna, I am going out to do my duty, to do karma. Please help me to be successful. And after coming back, you express the gratitude also. Like we express thanks to somebody who helps us. Similarly, you tell Krishna, whether you are successful or unsuccessful. In either case, you tell, oh Krishna, I perform my duty, it is up to you. I have fulfilled my promises to do the action. It is up to you how you desire. Just leave it. Whether desire is in your favor or it's unfavorable, in either case, you express gratitude to him. Because otherwise, he is giving us many things free. He is giving us many things free. Oxygen, what is vital for our living purpose. We are getting it free. You are not paying anything for the oxygen. And whatever you are leaving out, carbon dioxide, it is going into the nature. Trees are taking back. Again, they are not charging anything for it. Water is coming free. You are paying for the government, not to the God. You are paying to the government. That too nowadays, water is also freely supplied by the government. And like this, everything is coming free. So, when something is coming free, offering, what happens? Bhog. They have given the bhog, Naivedyam, offering was done. Why we have done? Just to express our gratitude to him. He does not take a single grain of that prasadam, whatever we offer him. So, please remember to express gratitude to God. So, such descendants are not regarded as such for want of purity achievements. The purity activities begin even before the birth of a child, and the seed giving deformity process called the Garbhadana Samskara. See, even before our birth itself, when our mother and parent, they come together, that is known as Garbhadana Samskara. Otherwise, we name it in a different ways and we use all slang language, that is different thing. But for the purpose of birth, that is known as Garbhadana Samskara. At that time itself, when we are in the womb of the mother, right from the 5 months pregnancy of the mother, we know everything about our past births. We have taken many lakhs and lakhs of births earlier, not as human beings. Maybe I have taken 1 or 2 human births also, but many births are like insects, worms, animals, birds, trees, etc. So, based on our karma, if we have done some good virtue, we must have gone to Devalok also. But after coming back, again we have taken animal life for completing the balance of sins. So, all those births we remember when we are in the womb of the mother. Like that, our samskara will take place. And during that pregnancy itself, we also see the God directly in the mother's womb. And we make promises to him that we would follow all good instructions given by him. But otherwise, once we are delivered, we forget all those things. We have 4 to 5 months of time seeing God in the womb of the mother. But at the end of the life, we might get a second or two to remember him. If we don't remember him, we are again back into that lakhs of births, because there are totally 84 lakhs living beings, right from ant to Chaturmukha Brahma. We do not know which form we would take, which body we would take. So, one who has not undergone such Garbhadana Samskara or spiritually family planning is not accepted as being an actual twice born family. The Garbhadana Samskara is followed by other purificatory process. That is, after delivery, they either on 11th day or the 21st day or 3rd month, or some people do it within 1 year. Naming ceremony will take place, cradle ceremony will take place. Generally it should be done on 11th day. If they do it on 1 year, what happens in between? They start naming them in different ways. All pet names will be given. Dali, Mali, so many things. Whatever they want, they call like that. So they do that naming ceremony, all those purificatory process. They are all known as purificatory process. Because till they name us, we don't have this body name until our parents give the name. Whether you have some name, she has some name, they have some name, I have some name. This name has come only to body when our parents have given us. Before that, this body does not have any name. So that is a purificatory process, out of which the sacred thread ceremony is one. Yagnopavita, for in earlier days, even women used to have Yagnopavita. Sita Mata, during Treta Yuga, when she was kidnapped by Ravana, at that time we are staying under the Ashoka tree also. Like we do 3 days Sandhya Upasana, she used to do Sandhya Upasana 3 times. There nearby the sea was there, she used to bathe there and have the Sandhya Upasana there. She was doing. Even now also when we do the other Devatas worship, they say Yagnopitam Sarpayami. Yagnopitam Sarpayami to women goddess, to Durga, Saraswati, everyone they say Yagnopitam Samarpayami. That means this Yagnopitam thread ceremony was there for everybody. Only this Kali Yuga, this was abandoned because nobody is following the purity. This is performed at the time of spiritual initiation. Only when the Yagnopavita is given, only at that time Acharya initiates us with the Gayatri mantra. Again, Gayatri mantra, most of you see the Gayatri woman face with 5 heads. That is wrong. Gayatri mantra does not belong to any woman and like that. That mantra itself is for Krishna Paramatma, Sri Mahavishnu. It is for worshipping Krishna itself. That is the Gayatri mantra. Meaning of the detailed mantra is like that. And this Shuklam Bardam Vishnu Shivanam, what we recite that mantra, everybody stand before Ganesha and recite that mantra. Shuklam Bardam Vishnu. Name itself is Vishnu Shashivarnam. His Varna color is also mentioned. Chaturbhujam, everything is mentioned. It is about Krishna only. But people do it wrong. So without understanding the meanings in this Kali Yuga, they are performing wrong worship. That is the reason. But at the same time, you need to respect all devatas because they are all devotees of Krishna. You can't, when you go to the other temples, some worship is going on, you just pay respects. If at all you want to express some desire, you don't ask him because that devata we do not know what is our responsibility or what is his responsibility. Just Swami or Devi, please give me devotion in Krishna. Again Krishna in any form, whether it is Rama, Narsinga or Tirupati Srinivasa, any other form. Any form, you ask him to give devotion in them. That's all. Other than you need not desire anything from them because you do not know that Devata what responsibility he has. But you have to respect because they all are devotees of Krishna. Like we are devotees of Krishna, they are also devotees of Krishna and they are performing their duties. So we should understand all these things. This thread ceremony is performed at the time of spiritual initiation. At the age of 8 to 10 years, because at that time our mind is matured. Then only we understand the mantras, meaning of the mantras and everything. Before that we do not understand. Till then, till 5 or to 7 years, even the children are considered as God because they do not know anything. They do not know anything. They consider it the form of God itself. And at the age of 8 to 10 years, when we are matured, at that time do the thread ceremony and initiation by the spiritual master, giving us the mantras and explaining how to do the aradhana worship and whom to worship, everything. After this particular samskara, one is rightly twice born. One purification process, namakarna, annaprasana, or cradle ceremony, all this thing is done when we are in the childhood. That is done by the parents themselves. But this is done only at of 8 to 10 years by the acharya. Then only we are called as twice born. One birth is calculated during this seed giving samskara, and the second birth is calculated at the time of spiritual initiation. One who has been able to undergo such important samskaras can be called as bona fide twice born. Only the persons who are initiated second time with the thread ceremony and mantra initiation, they are only called as twice born. If the father and mother do not undertake the process of spiritual family planning and simply beget children out of passion only, their children are called Dvijabandhus. See, earlier I told Garbhadana Samskara, even while mother and father they meet before the pregnancy, at the time of pregnancy, they are supposed to chant mantras, any mantras related to Krishna, if possible Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and then only they need to do that Garbhadana Samskara, then only they are called as Dvijabandhu. Otherwise, without reciting that one, it's for passion and desire they do come together and produce children, beget children, then they are not called as Dvijabandhus, but they are classified less intelligent. These Dvijabandhus are classified as Sudras and women class, who are by nature less intelligent. They don't have the proper knowledge, they do not know about the God, Supreme God, Devatas, and about all the living beings. The Sudras and the women class do not have the undergo any samskara save and accept the ceremony of marriage. The labor class people, again, see today many born in Brahmin family, they have taken a different profession. Maybe scavenging also they are doing. They are doing some ordinary labor work because for struggle for existence, without having proper knowledge, they are doing. So such people, they need not have initiation of spiritual master. And in the Kali Yuga, even the women, they need not have this spiritual initiation. The less intelligent classes of men, namely women, Shudras and unqualified sons of the higher caste, are devoid of necessary qualification to understand the purpose of transcendental Vedas. See here, you can see in the temple, only few are coming over here. Many crores are there, and even many thousands of temples are there. But in any temple you go and see, only few, you can see only few people who have affection and interest in the God. For whatever reason, some people they come for to fulfill their some desires by praying to the God or some Devata, like that. But many of them they do not come. Who are they? They are all less intelligent people. And many of the women also. Sorry, you are also women, but you are coming here. But since you have some intelligence, you are coming here. It's not that women should not come. There is no this thing. But such people, they are known as less intelligent women, Shudras and unqualified persons of higher caste, though born in Kshatriya, Brahmin or Vaishya. Such people, they devoid of necessary qualification, they do not understand the transcendental Vedas. In this Kali Yuga, Vyasa Maharshi, why he has divided the one Veda into four? Because it is very complicated. Even the intellectual persons, Brahmins also cannot understand. For that reason he has divided. But in spite of that point, he has compiled the Mahabharata epic. He has compiled 18 Puranas, Upapuranas and Bhagavatam. Because he made it easy. See, if you go to some bookshop, either for the 10th class or intermediate, in the form of guide, they sell it in the form of guide. You see, ready reference, you get immediate answers for your questions in the textbooks. It's made easy. Similarly, this Mahabharata, Bhagavatam, Puranas, they are made as a guide to us. Because Vedas we can't understand. For easy understanding, they are like a guide to us. So everybody can access as well, everybody can understand it. And even if you have the books at your home, by reading, you may not, by one reading you may not understand. Repeatedly you have to read, otherwise also you have to attend such satsang, whether in this temple or where this Bhagavatam, Mahabharata discourse is going on. If you attend, you will get more, because all the verses is mentioned. See, when during Dwapara Yuga, Sukha Maharshi has narrated this Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaja in Sanskrit, 7 days and nights. The entire 18,000 verses of Bhagavatam was recited and he understood it. Without thirst and hunger he heard and he understood it, because he is a Sanskrit scholar. In present time, we do not know, none of us knows Sanskrit. So, fortunately, Srila Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada has given us translations in Hindi as well as in English. Original English, he has made the translation. Otherwise, now it's available in lot of regional languages also. But all these verses have hidden meanings. We need to understand those hidden meanings by attending the satsang. By reading, we might understand the main, the just meaning of that verse. But by attending satsang, we will understand the hidden meaning of those things. So, from them the Mahabharata was prepared. The purpose of Mahabharata is to administer the purpose of Vedas. Whatever is given in Vedas, it's nothing but the essence. Mahabharata is the essence of those Vedas. Purpose of Mahabharata is to administer the purpose of Vedas, and therefore within this Mahabharata, the summary Veda of Bhagavad Gita is placed. Even the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna Paramatma tried nearly 8 to 10 times during his childhood to Kurukshetra war. During his childhood, when he was as a baby with Yashoda Mata, when Yashoda Mata thought he had eaten the mud, he asked her to open the mouth and show. When he has shown all the universes, what Krishna thought, he has shown all the universes. He thought Yashoda Mata would question him, he can make instruction. But nobody questioned him. Yashoda Mata thought it was a mystical or some God's blessing, he has shown all the things. And again, when he danced with thousands of gopis, as individual with everybody were enjoying Krishna, dancing with him. But they never questioned, who are you? Because everybody is dancing with Krishna. They thought Krishna is only dancing with that particular gopi. They never understood that he is dancing with everybody. And when he has shown, lifted the Gordhangiri on his little finger, and this when the coward boys offered him, all around the Govardhana hill, he was present all over the Govardhana hill in different forms, and he accepted all the offerings from everyone. But they never questioned, who are you? And like that, when Dhritarashtra was shown the Virat Swarupa, he never questioned. Only when Arjuna was shown the Virat, when in the battlefield, even before showing the Virat Swarupa, he questioned, oh Krishna, I am seeing all my grandfathers, uncles, friends, relatives. If I start battling with them, everyone will be killed. Not even one will live, and with that sin, I will be going to hell. Please help me. When he questioned, he made him as a nimitta. Arjuna knows everything because he is also an incarnation of Krishna himself. But when he questioned Krishna about this one, Krishna explained the entire Bhagavad Gita, and Vyasa Bhagavan had included that Bhagavad Gita also in this Mahabharata. During the Kurukshetra war, if you just simply recite the only slokas, it will take 2 hours time. Before the start of the battle, you do not know how much time it has taken, and Krishna has not narrated any meanings, because Arjuna knows, he is a Sanskrit scholar, he knows everything. Just he recited the slokas, Arjuna understood it. At that time, he made everything still. And he explained the entire Bhagavad Gita. After Arjuna realized everything, then only the battle has started. That Bhagavad Gita is mentioned here. Again, you need to have believe Krishna in Dwapara Yuga as the supreme God. Why means only the Supreme God can control the time. None else can control it. If you want, if you have a watch, you can pull that one and you can stop the needles moving. But time will be moving. Time will not stop. Only needle will stop. Time will not stop. Only needle will stop. But otherwise, Krishna has stopped 3 times the time during the war itself. During the 18 days war, he has stopped. First is before narrating, at the time of narrating Bhagavad Gita, he made the entire world still. He controlled the time. He narrated Bhagavad Gita. Again, everything started as it is. Again, at the time of Jayadatta's killing, he stopped the sunset from sunsetting. He made everybody still. The sunset was stopped and he made Arjuna to kill Jayadatta. Then sunset. Again, third time, when during Shalya Parva, Karna was killed, Shalya was made the army chief. At that time, Kali Purusha entered. Every yuga has one Purusha. The Satya Purusha, Treta Purusha, Dwapara Purusha and Kali Purusha. So Kali Purusha, because Kali Yuga has started at that time itself, he said to Kali Purusha, "Oh Kali, I am still here on the earth. As long as I am here, you cannot enter." He stopped in the Kali Purusha. Kali Purusha stopping Kali Purusha is extending Dwapara Yuga and postponing the Kali Yuga. Like that he controlled the time. So Kali came only after Krishna, 36 years later of Kurukshetra war, when Krishna went to Goloka Vrindavana. Then only Kali Purusha entered. Otherwise Kali Purusha wanted to come. And during the Kurukshetra war, the Shakuni was Dwapara Purusha, Duryodhana was Kali Purusha. They have taken their incarnations as evil persons only to help Krishna killing the other 4 crore 60 lakh people who are evil people. Duryodhana is not an evil person. He is a Devata, he is a Kali Purusha. But he was made to born like that. Along with him, the 99 brothers were Rakshasa. They were also Rakshasas taken birth to help Duryodhana perform wrong things. For killing these 4 crore 60 lakh people in the Kurukshetra war. Again, some thousands are good people only. For the purpose of killing other people, they have taken birth. But like Drupada, Virat Maharaja, they are all good people. For the battle to take place and die, they have done like that. So, Bhagavad Gita is spoken by Lord Sri Krishna himself. Vyasadeva and Lord Krishna are both on the transcendental plane. During Dwapara Yuga, Krishna had 5 incarnations. Vyasa Bhagavan is also Krishna Bhagavan. Nara, that is Arjuna, is also Krishna. Krishna Bhagavan himself is Krishna. Krishna's son Pradyumna is also Krishna. And Krishna's grandson Aniruddha is also Krishna. 5 incarnations Dwapara Yuga. So, Krishna and Vyasa Bhagavan are on the same transcendental plane. And therefore they are collaborated in doing good to the fallen souls of this age. Vyasa Bhagavan is a Amsha Avatara. He has done division of the Vedas and compiled Mahabharata only not for making any money. He never sold it. Mahabharata was only repeated to his disciples out of his mouth. He has not put it on any writing. He made Ganesh Bhagavan to write it Talapatra, but it was never sold. He never sold it. Because in this Kali Yuga we need, crores of people are there, everybody whoever needs it, for their convenience, books are made, again they are sold in subsidized rates. That too particularly this Gorakhpur press, they are doing very good job. They are doing this Mahabharata, Ramayana, they are the original text. They contain 1 lakh verses and 24,000 just narration. They have not added their own comments. They never added. Only mere translation is there. So they are not making any money, but it's only for the purpose of benefit of ourselves. Like that, all these Vedas, Bhagavad Gita is the essence of all Vedic knowledge. It is the first book of spiritual values as the Upanishads are. The Vedanta philosophy is the subject matter for study of the spiritual graduates. Only the postgraduates, spiritual student can enter into the spiritual or devotional service of God. Like in our materialistic educational life, we have certain stages. Until unless you complete SSC, you can't get into intermediate board. After the intermediate only you can get into some professional, whether it is engineering, law or medical or some PhD or whatever it, you have to come, only after completing intermediate you can go. Similarly here also this Vedic philosophy, Vedanta philosophy is the subject matter by the spiritual graduates who are in the initial stages of the spiritual development. And the post-graduation student in the devotional service, he can understand how to do the service of God. See, it is service of God means it's not that you get appointed as a priest, do the arti and agarbatis, flower decoration. It is not just devotional service. Whatever type of doing preaching, so it's not praising myself like me doing the preaching or even you hearing in satsang, regularly following the preaching, all these are devotional service only. It's not that me doing preaching is only devotional. You attending the satsang is also devotional service. Then doing the service to devotees also devotional service. Like that, devotional service we can understand only in that higher studies. Only the postgraduate spiritual student can enter into spiritual or devotional service of Lord. It is the great science and great professor is the Lord himself in the form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. See, I told you, Krishna Bhagwan, he tried to instruct during Dwapara Yuga, during his incarnation. But what happened? Arjuna only heard the Bhagavad Gita, that too in the midst of the battlefield. Otherwise, subsequent to the Kurukshetra war, everybody forgot about everything. Even they don't remember the God, Krishna also. So, in the Kali Yuga time, again Kalki Avatara of Kalki incarnation of this Yuga will come only after 4 lakhs, balance 4 lakhs 26,750 years as in Gujarat state, Vishnu has a family in Sambala town. And he will come with a sword. But in between, the benefit of this people in Kali Yuga, Krishna thought he would not incarnate as God, he will take as a devotee, incarnation as a devotee. He, about 600 and 700 years before, he has taken the incarnation of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Nityananda is nothing but Adishesha. During Treta Yuga, Adishesha was Lakshmana. During Dwapara Yuga, it was Balarama. During the earlier period, about 1000 years back, Lakshmana Adishesha was Ramanuja. And during Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's incarnation, he has taken the birth as Nityananda. Like that, Adishesha and Krishna, they have taken birth as devotees of God. When somebody they called during that period, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "Oh Bhagwan," he used to close his ears, "I am not Bhagwan, I am a devotee of God." And he has given us this Hare Krishna Mahamantra with instructions to chant 64 rounds on the chanting beads. If anybody is having, otherwise there is chanting bead, it contains 108 beads. He asked us to do 64 rounds. Each round is 108 times. Hare Krishna Mahamantra, like that. So, presently after 600 years, we have very little time. Again, we don't have that much time because 64 rounds means it might take some 3-4 hours at least. Because each round will have 15 minutes it will take in the initial stages. Once you practice for 5 to 6 days or a week, it will take only 7 to 10 minutes. So that much time you need to devote to the Krishna with on beads for chanting. Otherwise, if it is possible, you carry the chanting bead wherever you go, and if it is possible, you chant on the chanting bead. If it is inconvenient to carry chanting bead, doesn't matter. Without chanting bead, you either loudly or in the mind, you chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Why we need to do the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is it does not have any regulation. There are so many other mantras are there. Ashtakshi Mahamantra, Dwadashi Mahamantra, so many mantras are there, but they all have some regulations are there. They are supposed to be chanted at a particular time with cleanliness and all, so many restrictions are there. Whereas Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has not given any regulation. He said this can be chanted 24 hours into 7 days, our lifetime. Our lifetime, not 1 year or 2 years, our lifetime. Because until unless we chant throughout our life, we will not be able to remember Krishna during the end of our birth. Earlier I told you in the class today, we were remembering, we are seeing God in the mother's womb for 4 months during the pregnancy, last 4 months. But at the end of the time, we might get only a second or two. for remembering him. If we don't remember him, we are not liberated. Again back to the birth and death cycle. So to avoid that life cycle, we need to remember him, since we have little time. Because out of 24 hours, the night time goes away 12 hours, though we don't sleep. Some people sleep 12 hours also, but other 12 hours, we need 8 hours for working, going to college or profession or business, and remaining 4 hours for so many times having breakfast, brunch, lunch, all those things. So hardly we get any time. While doing all your activities, chant his name. Don't discard any of your activities. You do all your activities, but chant his name. That is what required. And help everyone. Do not hurt anyone, any living being. And like that, also whatever you hear in this satsang or anywhere else, that one when you go home, you repeat it to the elders and youngsters, train them to practice. Like that you can, apart from remembering Krishna by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, by glorifying these pastimes also, you can remember Krishna many times. Like that you practice, do the practice. If you are not chanting Hare Krishna mantra, you do practice for 1 week and see the results, how it will help you. You will have a lot of peaceful mind, as well as will achieve all your goals. I don't say that you should not have any desires. You can have all desires. Having a good car, having good husband or wife, having good children, having a lot of wealth, everything, you have all desires. But our ultimate goal is liberation. The ultimate goal you should never forget. You can forget all other desires, but that you cannot forget. Because we have to avoid the life cycle. And for achieving all the goals, you need not desire before Krishna. Because for our parents know when to give what to their children. At the time of childhood, when to give the milk, food or clothes, or then sending into school, everything they know. They do it accordingly. We are all children of Krishna. Vasudhaiva Kutumbam. We are all one family. He knows we are his children. He knows what to give when. If you want, you can prakat kar sakte. You can declare your desire. But otherwise it is not required. He himself will fulfill all your desires. When you are doing such devotional service, this itself is a devotional service. So when you are doing such devotional service, he will fulfill all your goals in this materialistic world, as well as you will be qualified for liberation, and at the time of liberation, he will test you. It is not that we are remembered his name, you are liberated. Because when you write some examination, you will pass either in get a gold medal, first class, second class, third class, whatever it is. Everything is you got a degree. But otherwise, similarly, when you for purpose of liberation, when you all do all these things, God at the end, His blessing is required. He will see if you are completely qualified, He will give you moksha. Otherwise, He will not put you into the animal life, but He will put you into the human life, from where the balance has to be completed for achieving moksha. That only will do. Other things, everything will be right. Only that part you will do, again you will get to be liberated. In Jadabarta's case, it has happened. I told in the earlier classes, Jadabarta was totally devotee. At the end, he instead of remembering God, he remembered a deer animal whom he saved out of drowning in the water. So he was given the deer life. But again, in deer life also he was a devotee. Again he was given human birth. And even human birth, he was a devotee and he was liberated. Like that, he would give whatever we desire. So without asking anything, he would give us. So even desiring something, if you express it, it's not a wrong, but otherwise it's not required. So now in the end, to disperse for today, we shall chant his name for 10 times and disperse for today. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasa Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Please chant loudly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Loudly please. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. स्वस्ति प्राप्या न्यायेन मार्गेण महिषाः गोवंशवस्तु नित्यं समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रिया बुद्ध्यात्मते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् परस्मै नारायणाति समर्पयामि श्रीमन्नारायण सर्वं शिष्टावस्तु मंगलम 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 विद्यार्थी मंगलम। जय श्री राधा विश्वनाथ की, जय श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुंदरमाई की, जय श्री नरसिंह भगवान की, जय श्री प्रहलाद महाराज की, जय श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु की, जय श्री पंचतत्वा की, जय श्री मध्वाल ग्रंथ की, जय श्री हरेकृष्ण महंत की, जय श्री प्रभुपाद की। हरे कृष्णा। Today evening we have Mahabharata class and tomorrow evening we have Ramayana class. Hare Krishna.